Hey Racers, JonRacer3 today, back for another episode of Hot Wheels Tournament Season 6. Today we have our beautiful assortment of hypercars here. We have our winners who have moved on so far, and then we have the cars who are yet to move on. And today's track, we have the Super 6-lane raceway down into 3 lanes into the fat track jump. You guys have seen this all so much before. Around the curve, a little bit of a bump there, down to the finish line. As you can see, we've got our cars that have moved on so far right there. Who will join that list? We have some beautiful cars here, and it's going to be the first to 1 win for the first round, first 2 wins for the second round, and then first to 3 wins for the finale. Let's get started. Here we go, race number 1. We've got the Holy Trinity battle. We have the Porsche 918, the McLaren P1, and the Ferrari LaFerrari. 3, 2, 1. Look at that, and it's a jump of LaFerraris off the track. It's going to be the P1. Moving on to the next round. Next up, we've got the Infinity Concept, the Bugatti Veyron, and the Ferrari 599XX. 3, 2, 1. Look at that, they all in on the track. It's going to be the Bugatti Veyron, though, staying ahead of the Ferrari 599XX, taking the win. Next up, we have the Lamborghini Huracan Super Trofeo, the Ferrari FXX, and the Pagani Huayra. 3, 2, 1. Look at that, and it's a crash on the backstretch. It looks like both the FXX and the Lamborghini are going to crash off the track, pushing the Pagani on to the next round. Here we go. Next up, we have the Mercedes-Benz AMG GT3, the Bugatti Chiron, and the Maserati MC12. 3, 2, 1. Look at that, it's going to be close, but it's the Maserati MC12 beating out the Chiron, crashing on the curve, but still taking that win. Next up, we have some absolutely beautiful cars. We have the Aston Martin Vulcan, the McLaren 720S, and the Lamborghini Aventador. 3, 2, 1. Look at that, the Vulcan's going to land it very cleanly, taking the win, moving on to the next round. Here we go. Next up, we have the Mazda Furai, the McLaren F1, and the Mitsuoka Orochi. 3, 2, 1. Look at that, it's going to be close. The McLaren F1 and the Mitsuoka going head to head, but in the end, it's going to be the McLaren F1 taking the win. Here we go for our second to last matchup of the first round. We have the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento, your winner from last time, the Lamborghini Centenario, and the McLaren Senna. 3, 2, 1. Look at that, it's going to be close, but it's going to be the Sesto Elemento maintaining his reign, beating out the Senna and the Centenario. Here we go. Next up, we've got the Enzo Ferrari, one of our most dominant cars in the series, the Lykan Hypersport, and then the Lamborghini Veneno. 3, 2, 1. Look at that, it's going to be close, but the Veneno sneaks it on the outside around the Enzo. Moving on to the next round. Here we go. Here are your semi-finalist matchups. Remember, it's going to be the first car to 2 wins for these matchups, and the first matchup we have is the McLaren P1, the Bugatti Veyron, and the Pagani Huayra, followed up by the McLaren F1, the Aston Martin Vulcan, and the Maserati MC12. And then finally, we have a one-on-one, Lamborghini versus Lamborghini, the Sesto versus the Veneno. I interrupt this video to advertise to you guys my Instagram page. If you go into the description, click at JonRacer3 on Instagram, it'll take you to my page where I post a whole bunch of behind the scenes photos, thumbnails, and sneak peeks to future videos on my channel. You can even have a chance to enter a special giveaway from cars in my collection that I don't need anymore, so I guess there's that. And if there's not enough incentive now to follow my Instagram, I communicate with you guys a lot on this platform because I get to showcase my collection to you guys and my channel and my videos and all that. So if you like anything that I do or me, go ahead and click the link in the description to follow my Instagram. We got beautiful car posts, and we even have some Forza clips if that's your thing, I guess. Yeah, I just want to let you guys know about my Instagram. Follow it. Click that follow button, let me know, and I'll give you a shout out. So thank you guys for watching. Now back to your scheduled video. Here we go, race number 1. 3, 2, 1. Look at that Bugatti Veyron go. He is going to beat out the McLaren and the Pagani in race number 1. Here we go, race number 2. 3, 2, 1. Look at that, it's going to be close, but the Veyron is going to easily move on to the finale. Here we go, matchup 2, race 1. The F1, the Vulcan, and the MC12. 3, 2, 1. Look at that, it's an awful crash. Looks like the MC12 hits the outside corner of the turn, and it's going to leave the McLaren F1 to move on to the second race, one race ahead. Here we go, race number 2. The F1 is up 1, but he's in the middle. 3, 2, 1. Look at that, it's going to be close, but it's going to be the McLaren F1 taking the win and moving on to the finale with the Veyron. And finally, we have the Lamborghini Veneno versus the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento. 3, 2, 1. Look at that Sesto Elemento go with that sheer speed, taking the first win. Here we go, race number 2. 3, 2, 1. Look at that, and it's going to be the Veneno taking this one with the Sesto Elemento running straight off the track. Here we go, race number 3. It all comes down to this. 3, 2, 1. Look at that, and it's going to be that beautiful Lamborghini Sesto Elemento taking the win. And here you have it. Here are your top 3 cars. We have the Bugatti Veyron, the McLaren F1, and the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento. This is the first time the Bugatti Veyron has made it to the finale, and this is, I think, the third time actually for the McLaren F1, and for the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento, it is also the third time. So 2 very good castings here. Who will take it home? First 1 to 3 wins is your victor. Here we go, race number 1. 3, 2, 1. And it's going to be the McLaren F1 taking the first win. Here we go, race number 2. 3, 2, 1. Look at that, and it's an awful crash, but it's the Sesto Elemento staying ahead of the competition, taking his first win. Can the Bugatti take it to make it 1-1-1? We're about to find out in 3, 2, 1. Look at that, it's going to be close, but the Sesto Elemento is going to get his second win, putting it 2-0 to 1. Here we go, race number 4. It goes 2 wins for the Sesto, 1 for the F1, and 0 for the Chiron. 1 more for the Sesto, and it's all over. 3, 2, 1. And just like that, folks, the race is over. The Lamborghini Sesto Elemento will take first place. The F1 will take second place with 1 win over last place, the Bugatti Veyron. Sorry if I called it the Chiron earlier. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more videos like this in the future on this track, make sure you like the video and share it with your friends. Comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy. Peace.